Ressurection by Jalen Alexander. 4 people were surrounded by a horde of demonic creatures. While 3 of the 4 remained standing, they were all in poor shape, bruised, bloodied, and in tattered clothes, all breathing heavily, exhausted from the seemingly never-ending battle. Meanwhile, the one on the ground was unconscious and on the precipice of death. Of those standing was a mage, a rogue with twin daggers, and a man with a broadsword. These monsters just keep coming, the swordsman panted. This ain't looking too good for us, the rogue chimed in. The mage looked at their surroundings, only seeing enemies. She then glanced down at their fallen comrade. The look in her eyes was desperate, her willing to do anything to bring him back, though she looked away from him, not being able to. A section of the horde then parted, making way for a demonic-looking man. He towered over everyone there with slit pupils and a deep rouge skin. You all have been a pain in my side, a splinter in my foot, a fly in my presence, the behemoth went on. It was our pleasure, the rogue commented. The behemoth snarled. Your hero lays dead on the ground, like a mud on the street. While you 3 may be stronger than my minions, you are maggots to me, the behemoth countered. The swordsman glared at the behemoth while gripping his sword tighter. Hell, you are only still living because I will it. All that big talk sounds like you're compensating for something. Is there still a tiny man in that oversized body? The rogue retorted. The behemoth scowled at the rogue. I tire of your pitiful insults. May at least your deaths amuse me, the behemoth concluded. Oop, did I hit a nerve? The rogue jibed. The behemoth gave him one last stare, though the rogue stared back with a smirk on his face. You know what? I'll have the pleasure of killing you myself, the behemoth stated, raising his hand. The demons hissed and snapped at the party, ready to devour them. The swordsman sighed before lifting his blade off the ground. The rogue brought up his blades, and while he had a cocky grin plastered on his face, his eyes showed his exhaustion and uneasiness. The mage brought up her staff, and a magic circle appeared around her, though her eyes are filled with fear and worry. The behemoth then clenched his hand, signaling the party's end. Though right before the last stand commenced, a brilliant light shone from the hero, and he started to float off the ground. The light blinded everyone, halting the demon's assault, though upon regaining sight, all those around him became slack-jawed, viewing this sight. The behemoth looked incredulously at the floating body. The hero's body then turned upright with him facing his would-be killers. His party was frozen with awe, hope reviving within them, while those against the hero were frozen with shock, horror bubbling up from within. The hero's head lifted and his eyes popped open, light illuminating from them. Kill him now! The behemoth yelled, unable to hide his fear. Before the 2 groups could make contact, the hero released a wave of light eliminating 80% of the enemies. Those left standing gawked at their emptier surroundings. I knew you wouldn't stay down, the rogue cheered, smiling from ear to ear. A satisfied smile crossed the swordsman's lips, while a relieved one crossed the mage's. With hope and confidence rising within the party, they went on the offense, slaying the remaining monsters. The rogue darted by monsters, opening their sides while flipping over the other monsters, cutting their throats. While being surrounded only by enemies, the swordsman took broad swings, hacking away all around him. The mage cast several spells, holding nothing back. Lightning tore through several monsters at once, icicles impaled, and fireballs scorched those they made contact with. Leave the small fry to us! You get that ugly bastard! The behemoth went wide-eyed, seeing his biggest threat seemingly come back from the dead. The hero then landed on the ground. "Let's finish this, old man," the hero shouted, energy coursing through and around him. The behemoth gritted his teeth. "You wasted your time coming back. I'll return you to the grave," the behemoth shouted back. "Maybe give you the family reunion you desire." The hero's eyes flared and a burst of energy erupted from the hero. He then charged toward the behemoth. While he was ignoring the lesser demons, his aura effortlessly dispensed those in his path. Once in range, the hero threw a powerful haymaker. The behemoth caught it, but not without being pushed back. The hero then swung his other fist and the behemoth caught that as well. The hero pushed further, taking a step forward. The behemoth was pushed back a bit, leaving a trail of moved dirt in his path. The behemoth pushed the hero back then, forcing the hero to take a step back. The hero gritted his teeth and switched his hold to grab the behemoth's arm. He then proceeded to repeatedly swing the behemoth overhead and slam him against the ground. After a few swings, he tossed the behemoth into the air. He cocked his arm back, and when the behemoth got into range, he slammed the behemoth with another haymaker. The behemoth was sent flying from this punch and the hero chased. He almost instantly appeared in front of the behemoth's trajectory, hopped up, and axe-kicked the behemoth into the ground. The behemoth, having had no time to catch his breath, lay beaten on the ground. The hero loomed over the once towering behemoth. This went on far longer, farther than it should have. The behemoth spat up blood. "I am..." The behemoth coughed up more blood, unable to finish his sentence. The hero simply stared down at the behemoth. Without another word exchanged, the hero cocked back his fist and slammed down upon the behemoth's chest.